Okay, Wednesday morning in the kingdom, and it's calm. It's nice. Yesterday was a little breezy. There's a fire just southeast of WHO-ville. Yes, just another fire. Oh, well, we're not sure if it's crossed the road or anything. We don't know if Johnny G's going to make it today with the deliveries. Yes, but of course, the government websites, the Manitoba Highways Department or holidays, website shows nothing. They never update it, really. And same as the fire map, they never update it. So people wonder why we don't go to the government websites to see what's going on. It's pointless. It's useless. Yes. All right. So this morning we woke up to plus 13, but feels like plus 13. So everybody's going to guess the Fahrenheit temperature. It's usually plus 13 Celsius equals plus 55 Fahrenheit, but not today. Somebody screwed up. It's plus 56, but feels like plus 56. Yes, that's another great car by Chevy. Yes, and to fill it up, the gas thingy was in the tail light. Yeah, that screws everybody up. Yeah, you don't plug it in, not like the Teslas. All right. So today we got the water truck hooked up. It's been a couple of months since we've had to go to WHO-ville to get water, but we've been relying on the rainwater. But the last batch of rain we got with smoke in the sky ruined it. We had black water because rainwater is a filter. It took the dirt and everything out of the sky. Yes, so we have to go into WHO-ville. We were hoping for a good rainfall to recover, because rainwater is a lot nicer than WHO-ville water, because WHO-ville water, fish have sex in it. Yes, it's just unreal. All right, so we'll scroll this way. We're not sure what we're doing today. We're going to haul water in the morning and then play it day by day. So there's the green toy. We also have to drive it ahead a bit. We didn't take the roller out of rollerless. Yes, the only roller that's in there, we didn't take it out with the forks yesterday. So now we have to lift it up with the green toy and pull the roller out. What were we thinking? Oh, wait, we had a list and had to get it all done before the boss seen us. All right, so there's the cats lined up for winter. They're looking good. These are the 5 non-running cats that should take me 30 years to get them up and going. Yes, just like the other ones. Hopefully not. Hopefully 5 years they'll be up and running, so my complete collection can drive across the auction block at Barrett Jackson. Barrett Jackson Auctions, because they'll do my estate sale. Yes, I won't be able to tell you the date because I don't know when it's going to be. I'll be the last to know. Yes, I'll probably have to work the day of my funeral. All right, we better go before Dick comes and photo sound bombs us. I got a nice video out my office window yesterday. Him flying just right over. Unreal. Hopefully he doesn't crash. Not in my yard. Oh well. We better go. Here comes the boss.
Wednesday morning in WHO-ville, it's just after 7 a.m. and I'm rolling out of bed. As you can see, the sun is shining, but it's hiding behind all the smoke. There's a few fires south of town. This is the temperature we're sitting at right now. It's 15 degrees Celsius, which is 59 degrees Fahrenheit. We even had the feels like on the bottom. Now it's time to head inside, let the dogs out, make breakfast. Around 9 a.m., my dad will be coming with the water truck. Almost 9 a.m. and I'm just waiting for my dad to bring the 39 and the water tank now. He just messaged, said he was leaving, so I'll get a little video of him pulling in. "9 a.m. my dad just made it here with the 39 and the water tank. It takes about 2.5 hours to fill the 500-gallon tank. All depends on the water pressure in WHO-ville. Sometimes it's shorter, sometimes it could be 3 hours. Now it's time to head inside, let the dogs out, and then start laundry. 11 a.m. and the water tank is officially filled. I just messaged my dad and said he could come and grab it. It took about 2 hours to fill the 500-gallon tank, so the water pressure in WHO-ville must be good. My dad will take this back to the kingdom, then I'll go up and do mail, and I'm pretty sure I'm going there after lunch. I'll zoom in over here and show you just how bad the smoke is. You can't even see the trees over there. I had to close the windows. Now it's time to head inside and wait for my dad. Just after 11 a.m., my dad came for the 39 and water truck, and he just left to head back to the kingdom to pump it all off. It takes him about a half an hour to pump everything off. Now I'm going to head into WHO-ville and go do the mail, and then at 1 p.m. I'll go to the kingdom and see what we're doing. If it is way too smoky like it is right now, I don't think we'll be doing much because you can barely breathe.
Okay, just after 11 a.m. in the kingdom, and it's a little smoky, and the sandflies are unreal. I'm going to eat a couple here while I do my intro video or whatever. So we went into WHO-ville. It was May long weekend was the last time I was in WHO-ville when we did the, how'd you say, moving of the tank for at the staff's house, tank shed, so the town could fix our water. So we've gone from April till now, collecting rainwater and such. So this is the first load we've hauled. So this is an emotional day for us, having to go into WHO-ville. So we'll be enjoying titty vodka to take away the pain. Yeah, so we did pretty good, but with this smoke in the air, any rainwater I catch now will be a waste. It'll be contaminated. All right, so we're pumping off the water over here, and I'll get it going a bit, and then I'll pump water up to the house so the tank can hold it all. Okay, while I was waiting for the tank to fill, we couldn't really start a project, so we took the springs apart here. All right, there's no way those bolts are going to turn, and if I do try to do it, it's just going to break off. So I use the chop saw blade and the grinder with the full safety guards, everything, and that's the way we did it. We didn't film it because we don't encourage people to work on big springs because they'll probably get it wrong and do it the wrong way, and then the spring will blow up because there is tension on this spring. You can see it's bolted together with some really big bolts. But trust, anytime you're dealing with springs or anything, trust them like an ex-wife because they will kill. Oops, I shouldn't have said that. They will hurt you. All right, so over here, this is what we wanted. All right, we want these springs or these tighteners, okay? So oiling them on the outside doesn't make sense. You're only oiling or lubing part of it. So down in here, it's a natural taper. Okay, see that in there? We can turn it upright and let the oil seep down over the months until it's time to go in the shop. And then we got one good one here, with one kind of wowie one, so we can remake the bracketry of this one onto this one and save this one. So that worked out pretty good. So I don't know what they were thinking, putting 1-inch rebar in there, square rebar, to give it more tension, but that's okay. It's where they were located. They had to do it, make it work and make it fit and get the job done, and they did. So if they hadn't been creative back then, this cat would have no character. It'd be just a boring D74T. Just a boring cat, but there's so much history involved in this cat. It's actually quite nice seeing what they did back then with the tools they had. Oh wait, I'm living that now.
Almost 1 p.m. and I'm just getting ready to head back to the kingdom. This is the temperature we're sitting at right now. It's 23 degrees Celsius, which is 73 degrees Fahrenheit. We even had the feels like on the bottom. It's still pretty smoky out here, but not as bad as earlier, so maybe we'll get a few things done in the kingdom. Now it's time to head inside, let the dogs back in, and get going. Just after 1 p.m. and I made it to the kingdom. Looks like we're not doing anything today. It is still way too smoky out here, so I'll head on back into WHO-ville and do the mail and then my dad's laundry and stuff this afternoon. Then I'll come back at 4 p.m. and see what he's up to. So let's grab my dog treats and get going.
Okay, a little smoky out there. I made it till 2 o'clock in the afternoon, but now I got a headache. Just like when Mother used to smoke in the car or at the supper table or anywhere. She always smoked, and we were, how'd you say, like Cheech and Chong in the car. We were inhaling those the fumes, yes. So we can't work outside, but the boss won't let us have a day off to day drink because our production rate has gone down, he says. So we got gifted a flag, and we got a couple more coming here through the grapevine, yes. So I'm going to whip up some flagpoles here. All right, so we have 2 already made, and we're down to the nitty-gritty in material. So we're getting all the good quality, how would you say, not too straight, yeah, not too straight material, but that's all part of recycling, reusing, repurposing at the end of the world. All right, I'll go grab myself a beverage, and then when I'm done the beverage, we should have 2 flagpoles. Okay, that didn't take long. I had the fan on in the shop to keep myself cool, but that kind of blew the smoke in. So now I even have more of a headache. Even that one beer I drank to build the flagpoles, that didn't help. So what I'm doing here is getting the last of the paint. So this can's about 3 years old. Look at all the layers. Yes, we always keep the brush in here, so we got it dripping down. I drilled a hole in the bottom. See that, Les Nesman? Oh, stop dripping. So there must be a lump in it, just like the lumps in your cream of wheat. Just give it a little stir and it'll get going again. All right, let's check the flagpoles themselves. Okay, I got them out in the sunshine drying so they'll get smoke flavored. Yeah, so I kind of booger welded them together, made them look good. So the pieces of scrap metal look good when you buff it up, paint them well, and looks good. All right, let's check on the flags here. Well, before we go in to have a beverage, there's not much wind, so the smoke is just hanging in the air. You can taste it, just like riding in the car with Mother.
1:30 and I just made home from the kingdom. Now it's time to head inside and let the dogs out and start some laundry. At around 4 p.m. or so, I'll go up and do mail and then head back to the kingdom and see what my dad's up to. As you can see off into the distance, it is still pretty smoky out there, so we're not doing much today. 4 p.m. and I made it to the kingdom. Forgot to do a video of when I left to go up and do mail, but there was actually a package in the mail today, so let's head inside and check that out. Then I'll go down to the shop and see what my dad's up to. Just opened up the package and looks like there was another Alaskan flag in there. Thank you very much to whoever sent it up. There wasn't a name on the packaging, and then this is where it came from. They actually sent it right from the flag company, so that's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to hanging this up. My dad actually painted a couple more flag posts, so within the next few days we'll have these guys up. Now it's time to head out and do a video on my garden. Wow, thank you so much. This was greatly appreciated. Over at the garden now, I'll give you guys a little update. I'm not sure if you can see them behind me here, but my radishes are growing like crazy. There's only 2 there, but they are still sprouting up and they're actually flowering. They're just my experiments, so let's give you guys an update. Those are my 2 radish plants and they are growing like crazy. I think I might just leave them alone and let them flower out and then see what happens, but they are pretty big under the soil. Then this is my broccoli, still nothing coming up yet. We got some jalapeno peppers and my apples and they're still doing pretty good. In my second bin, I have a bunch of lettuce growing. As you can see, we got some cucumbers on the end and some onion as well. There's even a few tomatoes and cantaloupes in here. I'm not sure if they will grow by the end of the season, but my lettuce is looking pretty good. Now let's check on my potatoes. Nothing has changed with my potatoes. I did plant them on May 21st and not much has come up since, but I guess I won't know until after I pull them up out of the ground. I'm kind of getting curious to see if anything is actually growing. Now let's head on down to the shop and see what my dad's up to. 4:30, it looks like we're not doing anything in the kingdom today. It is still pretty smoky out here, so my dad's just tinkering around in the shop. So I'll head inside and grab my stuff, then I'll go back to WHO-ville and do the weather close to 5 p.m. and this is the temperature we're sitting at right now. It's 27 degrees Celsius, which is 80 degrees Fahrenheit. We even had the feels like on the bottom. It's been pretty nice out there today, other than all that smoke. It was kind of windy as well, so as you can see, the smoke is starting to clear away. Now it's time to head inside, make supper, and end my day.
Okay, too smoky to keep working, so we'll be short for the video today, where we need to get the full 20 minutes so everybody gets a nap. So we'll add something from the past. That way everybody has a full 20-minute nap. Okay, today's project is to build some shelves in the trailer here so we can put more motor parts and automotive parts into one trailer. Keep everything organized so after my death, my daughter can play Storage Wars. So you buy a trailer to find out what's in it. Barrett Jackson will be doing the auction. And there's a slight breeze to keep the mosquitoes down because we have our second warm day here at I think at plus 23 Celsius. So I have to wear my Lily Tomlin mic right on my chin or whatever. Okay, so we have a jig set up here. The staff is working on one side because she's left-handed. Everything is gone, pre-made, pre-assembled, ready to go. And the shelves braces are going in here into this trailer here. And we'll walk up here and try not to trip because we've been enjoying the beverage on the hot day. But you can see the shelves we built last fall before it got too chilly. All right, more to come. Okay, staff and I did really good today in the heat of the day. I think I got to plus 23, but now the sun is covered with some clouds, so it's not that bad to work on. So we're just unloading the 48 Chevy sedan delivery. You can tell it's a sedan delivery because it's a car chassis, not a truck, and it has the one back door. A panel truck has the 2 back doors, so this is what makes the truck or the vehicle unique. Okay, and we have the safety latch on because it's a little windy out here. Okay, I'm out of the wind, I think, and now the mosquitoes are starting to bother me. As like they say on Facebook, 207 mosquitoes liked my post. So this is the inside of the sedan delivery. You can see the dash is all taped up from being in the body shop. I think it was 1978 or 79 it went and spent 5 years there, never finished. But this is what it looks like on the inside, and that's the hood. The latch or the hood holder upper thingy bob, custom made. Okay, so we unloaded the sedan delivery. And I mark everything because you know what happens when I'm going to get old? I won't be able to remember everything. So we mark everything and it's marked and bagged and organized. Now this stuff can all go on the shelves up here because I've moved this stuff around a couple of times now over the years. Okay, so I think I'm going to go drink some beer, relax, because I worked hard today. All right, we'll talk to you later. Oh, here we go again. Friday. The boss wants this trailer emptied before we go home for the day. Of course, we have to drag out this 39 Chevy parts truck again. This is the fourth time in 6 months we've had to use the green toy and the forklift to get it out. I don't know what the boss is thinking. He's such an asshole. Okay, it's a little windy out here now, so there's no mosquitoes. It's like growing up in the South, or today it feels like I'm growing up in the South with being a skinny little kid with rocks in my pockets. We had to unload all these tires to find the rims for the new tires that are arriving for the 45 and 46 Chevy trucks. Okay, I dragged the 39 parts truck over to the lineup here, so all the curved cabs are all lined up. Looks pretty impressive for pictures. Now I get to unload all these parts and put them on the shelves. Okay, I don't know if you guys can hear me, but I got my Lily Tomlin mic on my chinny chin chin. But we got to put these parts into the van trailer here. And the boss was nice enough and bought some yellow bolt bins or containers. So he's going all up on budget on this project. He probably bought them 10 years ago and repurposing them. So now I'll hide in here out of the wind. More to come. Well, we did it with about 10 minutes to spare for 5 o'clock quitting time on a Friday, so now we can go drink some beer. So we did find the hood for the 41 Chevy truck, which I'm going to need this weekend. We kind of organized what we got here. We have extra shelving, which is good. And at my age, we put them all the parts on the shelves where I can reach them without my back hurting bending over. But we got everything organized for the trucks. It's all looking good. And seems how we have to recycle some bins there. I cut some tags there and made them fit, so it looks good. But it only took 2 days and we're organized, so now we can increase production, as the boss would say. Now it's time to go drink some beer and relax. Talk to you later. Okay, another windy day in the kingdom, and I'm hiding inside the sedan delivery because I have to put a gas gauge in so I know when I'm about to start to walk. But this is the gas tank in the subfloor of the car. I'm hiding inside the car to be out of the wind because my Lily Tomlin mic on my chinny chin chin does not get the wind out. So the old gas gauge is in good shape, but it's a 6-volt system. And here I have marked on the holes here, that's a red, and this is yellow over here because the gasket bolt pattern only works a certain way. So there must be a standardized gasket or bolt pattern for these gas gauges. So you have to try numerous times to figure out which way it's going to work. So with the gasket flipped over one way, the red line here lines up. So I flip the gasket over, the yellow line here lines up. Okay, I'm in the shop now and I do my best thinking sitting on my bar stool like that Norm guy in that show Cheers. So you can see we buy inventory. This goes back to 2019 and we have all the notes off the sheets for 2018 and stuff when we started installing these gauges. So they send you the gauge with a height and depth chart. I do write on them for which vehicle they are in case I have a memory lapse or whatever, have to do some work on it or change it. But they show you the distance and everything here. So I don't have to wear my bionic zoom glasses. I write it all out here and then I use my measuring stick to get the gas gauge to fit. So here's the bolt pattern here, and the gasket's lined up. It's going to go into the yellow hole and the little float thing will clear the side of the tank. So everything I thought is required. So it takes time to get everything lined up and prepped. Okay, it was a busy day in the kingdom, but frickin' windy. It was like growing up in the prairies again. But we got the sedan delivery all set up, and one of the joys of having the tank underneath the subfloor is there was a lot of wasted space on this side, so I was able to use the skill saw and my abilities as a craftsman to make it so I got storage. So now my dad's toolbox that I painted when I had a poopy diaper is now riding in the vehicle that he owned, and it's 1974 all over again. But I don't think he had all this fancy stuff like duct tapes and a shovel and a few other things. Okay, another thing I was able to achieve today was I got the gas gauge installed. We think it works. It kind of works. We don't know until we run out of gas. I changed out the master switch to a key switch. That's my finger. But I figured, with the thieves nowadays getting smart, so I figured the starter button down there, which is a foot starter, the choke, the hand throttle, and a few other things would be a good anti-theft device. And especially that 3 on the tree with such a short little shifter because it's vacuum operated. And we fixed the headlights, or we put the high beam indicator in, which is that light right there. Fits nicely in the hole when you silicone it in. And to get the headlights so I know what I'm doing, I used a sheet of plywood. So high and low means high beam. All right, time to go drink some beer and relax. Talk to you later. Okay, we got lots done. We hauled some water. We wandered around. We figured things out, but that's what we can do when it's so smoky. At least we're not, how would you say, getting evacuated or anything like that, like the people in Alberta. That's unreal. All right, let's go walk the dogs, drink some beer, and enjoy some more of this smoke. It's a good thing I got air conditioning in the house because I can close the windows and listen to the sound of the air conditioner. And it sure beats tasting the smoke. All right, let's go walk the dogs, drink some more beer, and we'll talk to you later.